The first compliment felt harmless. "Your mind works differently from everyone else," Ethan said softly. Maya smiled, brushing it off like it was nothing special. People had complimented her before, but something about the way Ethan said it stayed in her thoughts longer than expected. It didn't sound like flattery. It sounded like observation. A few days later, he said something else. "You notice things others miss." Then later, during another conversation, he added, "You understand people better than most." The compliments were never loud or exaggerated. Ethan delivered them calmly, almost casually, like he was just stating simple facts. And that made them feel real. Soon Maya began to feel like Ethan saw a version of her that the world didn't notice. A sharper version. A more insightful version. Someone special. But Ethan never complimented everything she did. Only certain things. The traits he wanted to encourage. The thoughts he wanted her to keep. One evening, Maya questioned him about a story that didn't quite make sense. Ethan looked at her for a moment before replying quietly. "That's strange. You're usually smarter than that." The words weren't angry. They weren't even insulting. But they worked. Maya felt a sudden wave of doubt. Maybe she misunderstood. Maybe she was overthinking things. Maybe Ethan was right. After that moment, a quiet pattern began to form. Whenever Maya agreed with Ethan, the compliments returned. "You're brilliant." That's exactly the kind of thinking I respect. You always see the bigger picture. But when she challenged him, the warmth disappeared. No praise. No admiration. Just quiet disappointment. The human mind is wired to seek approval. And when someone controls the approval, they begin to control the behavior. Slowly, without noticing, Maya started adjusting herself. Her opinion softened. Her questions became fewer. Her instincts grew quieter. Because part of her wanted to hear those compliments again. One night she stopped herself mid-sentence. She had started to disagree with Ethan, but suddenly hesitated. A strange thought crossed her mind. What if he thinks I'm not intelligent anymore? The realization made her uneasy. Ethan had never forced her to change. He never demanded anything. He simply rewarded the version of her that he preferred. And over time, that version became the only version she showed him. Across the table, Ethan watched silently. A faint smile appeared on his face. The compliments were never meant to make Maya feel powerful. They were meant to make her dependent. And the strongest leash in the world is the one made of praise. If you enjoyed this story, like and subscribe for more dark psychology stories. Because sometimes the quietest manipulation is the most powerful.